What you're looking at is a dealer special. It may look like a Swift, it may say Swift on the front, but this is actually the Lifestyle 685 from Marquis Leisure. The Lifestyle range is actually Marquis Leisure's take on a Swift's Escape range. And as a dealer special, you get a black metallic cab, colour-coded bumpers, really nice alloy wheels, which are unusual in a van at this price, a habitation door window, and these sporty graphics, which includes this sort of fake air intake and a lot of stuff that looks like carbon fibre. So that's on the outside. What have they done on the inside? Let's go and take a look. Swift substantially revamped the Escape range for 2017, and I'm glad to see that Marquis has kept a lot of that original styling. I particularly like, for example, the funky hexagonal window surrounds and this detailing of this wood panelling, which gives it a kind of 1960s vibe almost. I can just imagine having a little portable radio here which you can listen to while you're making your breakfast in the morning. I was actually lucky enough to meet one of the designers of this van shortly before it was launched, and I know how much attention they pay to detail. It really shows in things like this, which is a really good sign. Another real indication of their attention to detail is this coffee table here. This would normally be a waste of space if it was a cushion, so they made a little wooden platform here which you can use for light snacks or for tea or something during the day. But at night time, it can easily lift up and turns over to become part of the bed. Above the seating area you'll find these chunky lockers which are big enough for holding all kinds of stuff. But sit down and you'll realise just what a relaxing, amenable place this rear lounge is. Perfect for the adults to escape from the kids in and while away a few hours looking at the view through these 3 windows. But what do the kids get up front? So while the adults are relaxing at the back, there's plenty of room up front for the kids to play around. You can probably get about 5 around here. But you might notice this table is a little bit on the short side. So what do you do about it? Well, I hope you're good at jigsaws, because there's an extension that fits in. And then there's room for everybody. I should point out that this van isn't just good for kids when it's stationary, it's also good for them when they're on the move, because these seats can actually turn into 3 separate travel seats, all fully belted. Put together, it doesn't make the greatest double bed in the world, but just wait until you see what's upstairs. The idea is you push a button and a drop-down bed comes down. It may be quite a hard push, but at least you're relying on your own efforts and not electricity, which might suddenly cut out. And what you get then is a nice, big, comfortable double bed, and you still have access to the door. There's not really enough room to sit underneath, but I think if I was just a couple of grandparents with maybe kids coming along occasionally, I'd be tempted to use this bed only, not bother about that one, and you still have the rear lounge at the back. And from sleeping to eating, always an important part of any motorhome holiday. Well, with this kitchen, there's only a 3-burner hob, but you do get an oven and a grill, and up here, there's a microwave. The worktop extends even further with this flap, and underneath it is this huge cabinet with a gun cupboard with a cutlery drawer that slides out. For 2017, also new is this slimline fridge. The reason why these are becoming more popular is because they distribute weight evenly and are a great way, obviously, to save space. Just like everything else in this van, it packs a great deal into a relatively small area, because with adults over here, kids there, and a nice big kitchen to cope with, this is in many ways an ideal family motorhome.